Good morning and welcome back to Johannesburg, South Africa. And I don't know if you recognize this, but this is the Fed Air Lounge. This is the Singita Lounge, which they're actually upgrading. They're going to be doing it in November. So we'll have to come back and check out what that looks like. I think it looks really nice right now. In case you haven't seen it, I was here earlier this year and I flew on the Caravan on a nice flight up to the Northwest and back. And today I'm here once again with Fed Air. They kindly invited me back to try out their very special Pilatus PC-12, which they've just received recently. They've been growing that fleet and it's used for their charter division. So they do some very special flights around South Africa and the region, the wider region, taking people out to very special experiences. And today we're gonna be doing a flight around Johannesburg, a scenic flight in the PC-12, just to get a feel for the aircraft, meet the pilots, talk to them a bit, see what happens, see what it's like to fly in one. It's actually my first time ever flying in a PC-12. I've been on board them a few times at air shows and they're just beautiful and I hear they're amazing to fly as a pilot, but we're gonna go now. They're boarding, they're waiting for me, so it's time to get on that PC-12 and take a look around Johannesburg. Let's do it.
So like I said, we're going to take off runway 2 and right. After that, going to hook a right turn turn out, 7,000 feet or below. Orlando power station, going to go first. Very nice power station. They painted it very nicely with some African theme stuff on it.
Nice.
From there on, we'll go to Sandton City. Some very nice buildings and stuff that side. And then we'll probably route over Kailami racetrack, which is nice to look at. From there on, left-hand turn, we're going to Hartbeespoort Dam. Very nice, one of the oldest man-built dams that we got this side. And from there on, we'll go over at Bonneboom Airport and then to Cullinan Dam as well, old mining site. And then we'll go to Bronkhorstspruit Dam. And from there on, we'll climb back into radar airspace route back to Johannesburg. It's a tight fit.
Oh yeah.
Be a slight delay just because we are VFR traffic out, so they'll probably just clear us as soon as we got a gap. So we might just sit on the ground for a bit. But there's coffee and everything else. You can ask Lene to make your coffee.
Lovely. You become the flight attendant now.
Huge promotion.
Oxygen
Is on.
Passenger oxygen. What's up? It's good. Clock break
Has been reset.
beacon and hand lights.
On and on.
Perfect battery.
Sufficient for start.
Separator.
Is open.
Fuel.
Sufficient for flight.
Check circuit breakers.
All in on my side.
My side as well. Doors.
Closed. Lights are out.
That's correct. Before start start.
It's on the left and front.
And over the nose to the right as well.
Start energized. Once that temperature is 15, I'm going to go flight idle. Copy. Stable at 13. Fuel's in. Fuel flow lights up. ITT-NG. Pressure's rising. Fuel flow stable.
PFD, MFD, CAS, EI, SOS. Standing by flight idle. Checks. Separator is open. Radar. Standby. No checks.
December 8661, cross runway 21 right on Lima, right Alpha, hold for the Foxtrot. Welcome 056, runway 21 right December, clear takeoff. Wind 1800 degrees, 15 knots, good day.
Wind runway 21 right from the clear for takeoff, clear call 056, we'll call you Alpha. Alright, final items. Copied. We are going condition lever. Flight idle. Checks ACS. Water. landing and recalls are on. Let's confirm cabin secure. Cabin.
Virgin 449, stand Alpha 2 for us. Copy Alpha 2.
Responding. Checks. It's on the governor. Say takeoff power. Takeoff power, you got it.
Sending it, Mike.
Governing at 41.8. Checks. PSTs are all in the green. At 55 knots by side. Cross checks.
Wing 734 Charlie vacate Tango Taxi Yankee Lima holding point runway 21 right.
Brakes are checked. Checks. Positive rate. Inside and out. Insufficient gear up now. Checks.
Wing 794 Kilo cross runway 21 right and Echo right Alpha, hold short of Delta.
Cross runway 21 right and Echo, right Alpha, short of Delta, link 794 Kilo.
Virgin 449 runway 21 left, clear to land surface in 210 degrees, 15 knots.
To land, 210.
Turning inside the lake.
449.
Copied. That's 17 down.
And that's the threshold, sir.
Turning. You can set heading,
Give you about 290 for
90 checks.
Heading 290 set. Happy with flap up.
Hey, for me, give me flap up.
Speed's good, she's right.
Wing 794 Kilo, contact ground 120 small line, bye-bye.
Ground 119, bye-bye.
And you can reset the line.
4 Kilo.
Autopilot.
Heading. Got happy.
Autopilot.
That's it.
Thank you.
Your MCP.
My MCP.
LS Park.
Yeah, that's the one. Cool, traffic 5 miles, same level.
Checks. 11 o'clock. And as soon as we route north, we can climb up to 75.
Checks. Steady movement on that side.
Perfect.
India Kilo Echo is a Papa Cherokee 1.
Can I just go through a 380 over here?
And
quite well.
7,000 feet.
And you can probably go 057, 056 on the 80.
057, I'll be turning shortly. Tell me when it's on the radar. Turning. Checks. 075 confirm.
057.
057 copied.
I got it in view, so we can just zip past as soon as we got out of view. And going space shuttles west again.
Copied. Lovely day for this there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Visibility is not bad as well.
Yeah.
Traffic space shuttles west, Labcom 056 PC-12, 7,500 feet on the QNH 1025 over in Santon City, routing northbound 400 PS per dam, Labcom 056. Good morning, sir. It's 00 Tango Whiskey Foxtrot with a PC-12, currently north of 100 PS Dam. I'd like to kindly request just a route overhead your field. We're maintaining 7,500 feet and we're estimating border berm at 0819. I'd like to route overhead for Cullinan Dam.
So Calma 056, QNH 1023, clearing inbound 7,000 feet and report of 5 miles east of Rodipad Dam.
Cover that, we'll descend 7,000 feet on the QNH 1023 and just confirm 5 miles east of Rudderplat or Roslyn, Labcom 056.
Labcom 056, report outbound 5 miles east of Rudderplat Dam.
Cover, I'll call you 5 miles outbound to the east of Rudderplat, Labcom 056.
And Labcom 056, report your point of departure, destination and person on board.
So the departure was Johannesburg, we got 2 plus 4 on board and we're returning to Johannesburg as well, Labcom 056.
Labcom 056. Club 056, speed 150 knots, or greater, to a 4-mile final, contact tower 118.6, bye-bye.
150, Haven.
Speed 150 or greater till 4 miles, tower 181, bye-bye, Club 056.
Towers 1186.
Apologies, 186, Club 056. Kenya 760, Manila, clean 222. Good morning, Globecom 056 on the visual approach for 2 on left, 00 Tango Whiskey Foxtrot, Tango 14.
Globecom 056, good day, continue approach, runway 2 on left, surface wind 18 circle in 210 degrees, 1 knots.
We'll continue the approach for 2 on left, Globecom 056.
Landing traffic is in sight.
Checks, wind is on the nose.
Back. But these ones are happy for a flap 30. Copy. We can go get out.
Globecom 056, runway 2 on left, clear to land, surface wind 180 degrees, 13 gusting 23 knots.
Runway 2 on left, clear to land, Globecom 056. Can I give you raw data?
Haven.
You got that, your speed is good and your gear's down 3 greens.
X 3 greens. Flap 15.
Speed's good, rolling 15.
Precision update, Echo to Bravo parking.
15 indicating.
X flap 30, final flap.
Speed's good, flap 30 rolling, final flap set. Landing yep.
Down 3 greens.
Flaps.
30 set, now indicating.
Check separator.
Is open.
Your number.
Disengaged.
500.
Continuing cabin diff.
Is below 0.7.
Both checks landing and taxi line.
Are on.
Planning for Echo.
Haven.
Complete.
Nobody wins.
Target Happy 201, establish runway 2 on left. Happy 201, could I continue approach, runway 2 on left, surface wind 180 degrees, gusting 18 knots. Continue approach 2 on left, Happy 201. Globecom 056, indicate Echo, hold short of Charlie.
Locate Echo short of Charlie, Globecom 056.
7 Alpha 37, Romeo India Mike, did I get?
From India Mike, go ahead.
Thanks, inbound from Springfield.
Got 38
for
left
the
in front of
moment.
me. Bloody smart there.
From India Mike, NH 1025, clear CTR inbound or about 2,000 feet. Remaining to the east of runway 2 on left at all times, report beamed.
Aviation career started off with a introductory flight for my parents as a Christmas gift. After that, I knew that's pretty much exactly what I wanted to do. Did my BPL and then my Comet 43 school down in Port Alfred. After that, I was fortunate enough to get a job on a Cessna Caravan flying in Tanzania for coastal aviation. Absolutely phenomenal time. Now I'm at Federal Airlines working as a line check captain for the PC-12 and the Cessna Caravan. Absolutely love the flying. I've got a lot of love for the Caravan, but the PC-12's just, it's got that little bit of finesse that makes it a lot more fun to fly. It's pressurized, it's faster, and just, it's become my new favorite. The Caravan's definitely more bush capable than the PC-12 with regards to the retractable gear. Yeah, I'd recommend taking a Caravan over a PC-12 to most places, but a PC-12 is very bush capable. You can get it into most bush trips.
I've been on the PC-12 for about 3 months now, not the NG yet. It's hopefully coming soon in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so you need like a different rating for the NG?
Yes, it's a different endorsement on your license.
Understood. And how's that jump in from Caravan to PC-12?
Initially it was quite a big jump, especially going from a high wing to a low wing, but you get used to it eventually, and then your landings in the caravan start becoming an issue, and then vice versa. It takes about one landing, you know, just to get that finesse back again.
Oh yeah, of course. Do you switch back and forth, or now you're just
Yes.
on this one? Oh right, so you got to remember every time.
Yeah, no.
It's a bit like talking to some of the pilots who on like long haul pilots, but they sometimes they'll fly the 350, but then also the 320,
Yes.
and then like the landing, you have to remember when to.
Yes, you have to. You have to.
Different moment when you flared and everything. Like you just have to keep that in mind.
Because in the caravan you sort of flare, you have to flare, and in the PC-12 you have to fly it onto the ground.
Yeah.
France and I started together at Fede about 2 years ago now. In January next year it will be 2 years. I've been commercially flying for about 3 years. I did some anti-poaching before coming to Federal Airlines.
Yeah. I was basically doing the same, just with a different company, also PC-12 Caravan, based out of Vornebum, where we used to be. And then came this side, and yeah, like she said, almost 2 years now. And that's it. But flying wise, 4 years. Started off with my gliding license, and then continued PPL, CPL, and working our way all the way up.
And you mentioned you really love the PC-12.
Oh, I do love it, yeah. It's a fantastic aeroplane.
What makes it so
Like I said.
fantastic?
I don't know. It's one of those things. I think it's like finding you get all your Porsche fanatics or BMW fanatics, if I can put it that way, and I think it's basically the same flying the Pilatus class, if you want to call it that way. It's on a different level of enjoyability flying it specifically. So I've never actually flown as a passenger in it, so I can't vouch for that, but I'm pretty sure it's fun. But flying it is just fantastic. It handles so well. It's just where you point it goes. It's like a little sports car.
Nice. And
Yeah,
it's
good fun.
it's pressurized, right? You can go
It
quite
is.
high in it. That's,
28,000 is the ceiling of it, so you can climb it pretty high if you want to.
Is that an advantage here? Like, do you find that this is great that we're on the PC-12 because we can fly above that weather? Or does that happen? A
It
lot?
does make a
Yes.
difference. So some of the cells that we do encounter, we still got to go around because we also not RVSM approved, so we can only go up to 28,000. So we limited to that, but most of the stuff we can route around and overhead, so it doesn't bother us too much. It makes a big difference, especially in the summer months. For the low fault routes we do, it makes a big difference for sure.
Nice.
And it's quicker.
And it's quicker, that helps.
Yeah, of course. What are your kind of future goals? Do you have like things in mind for sort of 20 years from now? What do you want to be flying? You said you want to fly this till you die.
Yeah, I'll fly this
France
till I
will,
die.
I promise you, France will fly this thing until he dies.
I don't know. I like the corporate side of aviation.
Yeah, me too.
I always in school used to be long haul airlines. That sort of changed into long haul business jet flying, and then that changed to like shorter routes, Cape Towns and Zimbabwe's, Botswana's. Zambia's a bit longer, but stuff like that I'll gladly do. But like I said, I love the PC. I'll do it on the PC-12. Yeah.
I always thought I was gonna want to fly A380 one day, you know, big airline, whatever, but I really, really enjoy the bush flying and the corporate and charter side of things.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable interacting one-on-one with people, and it's not 100 people, it's maybe 6 people, 7
Yeah,
people at a time.
It's more intimate.
Yes, I enjoy that a lot.
I'd also say the difference, going airlines, depending on who you fly for, it's sort of repetitive flying,
Yes.
going Cape Town back, Durban back. This is sort of new route every day, new
Literally
challenge.
every single day is a
Yeah,
new
it's
route.
good
Everything
fun.
changes.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm still young enough for that. I
Yeah, me
guess.
too. And we
Yeah.
have some really good people at Fede as well. I enjoy the people I fly with here.
Just judging from like following a few of you on Instagram, like it seems like just a great group of people, and also like it's super fun. Just every
Yes.
day is just
Yes.
like a cool experience.
It really, really is.
Yeah. We usually have like an hour and a half sign on before the flights, which I think a good hour of that is just good laughs.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice. And it's nice when you feel that like people that are flying the planes, people that are working at an airline or an operator, are all kind of like happy and enjoying it.
Exactly.
You notice that as a
Exactly.
passenger
It
too.
makes
I
a
think.
big difference, I'd say.
Yeah. Our crew room gets really, really busy, but it's like a good busy. It gives off a good energy every time we walk into the crew room.
Yes.
Oh, my phone, sorry. Keep on forgetting stuff here.
Yeah.
PC-12 eats everything really.
I honestly think we've got the most interesting job in the world because we meet so many different people. It's basically offering a service, but it's having the knowledge and the tools to actually be able to offer what the guests want. But the nice thing is, is meeting the guests, hearing their story. There's so many people that come here that have got their own stories of why they travel, besides obviously exploring and getting out of their own comfortable bubble. But it's grandparents that are bringing their grandchildren, and the multi-generations, the grandparents, the parents and the kids. And for me, that's very special. And the one thing we definitely do is hold your hand all the way. So we meet you when you land off your commercial flight on the other side. Our staff are on that side to take over, bring you around to the lounge in our vehicles. We've got storage for those that want to repack. And yes, we try and make people as comfortable as possible and have as much fun as possible. So sometimes we do have to say no to some kind of things because obviously you can't do it on an aircraft, but most of the time we like to say yes. So the PC-12 has got exceptional range. So when you're looking at like a family or a group of guests to do Cape Town to the bush direct, that is the perfect aircraft. A jet would be lovely, but unfortunately jets can't land at most of the runways. So she really is a special baby. She fulfills all of those things with the little loo facility on board for in the event that you need it, and you don't just have to do a pit stop on the way, because I think to most people time is really important, and everybody tries, well, if you're anything like me, you try and fit as much excitement into any given day that you've got, and she fills that also for connecting South Africa with Rwanda, Kigali, the gorillas, all of that kind of stuff. She's brilliant because she also can do it basically without stopping for fuel on the way, which is great. I want everybody to experience the absolute joy that I experience every day. Honestly, if I could, if you could make a difference in one person's life, and this is something that most people don't know or understand or even ever get exposed to, it would be so great to expose them to it and let them have a bit of fun.
All right, what a beautiful flight on the PC-12 all around Johannesburg. Got to see a bit of the city and the surroundings, and got to meet this awesome crew here. Thank you so much,
Absolute
everybody,
pleasure.
for your time and for the flying. It was beautiful.
Anytime.
And super cool to be on one of these finally. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.